microphone's way too loud. Way too loud.
Me or both of us?
Both, but definitely me. My mic is so loud. It's so loud.
How's that?
Check. That's better.
Lower?
No, that's good. That's
TV?
good.
TV's good?
I'd go a little lower on the TV. Especially since Kendrick Perkins is talking.
It's funny. That's a good one. Sick Kendrick Perkins burn. We're going to be counting Tom's Kendrick Perkins burns
sucks.
tonight. He does suck. He's a fucking idiot.
The whole crew sucks.
Anybody who's on TV, Sports Network sucks.
On ESPN, it's crazy how ESPN is just like doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, Richard Jefferson, he's so bad.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Doris, but I liked Van Gundy and Mark Jackson way more.
What's happening here? Oops. Simple. I made a new one. They're the one I had scheduled.
Did you change your internet?
I did.
Oh boy. What's the password?
These are why we gotta do a dry run, Tom.
Oh boy. Are you Spectrum Setup 47?
Yep. Nope, 31.
31? You sure?
Yep.
31. I don't even see 31 in here. You really can't go, Nick, and just make a funny name?
No.
Why? There's no 31 in here. There's 34. There's 31.
Boys are back in town.
31 4A.
30. It's one of those.
One of those?
Audio super low, Mike. All right. Check. All right.
You're loud. You're loud.
How's that now?
You're still loud.
Well, just to you.
Are you 31 4A?
What's up, amazing? Am I 30? Yep.
You sure?
Yep. 314A. Yep.
Okay, what's the password?
Should I say it?
Yes.
National Belt 394.
All lowercase?
What's up, amazing?
National Belt what?
Come
on, Nick.
394.
Yeah, you come on, you can make your own, Nick. Like I love making my own. I love customizing it. You know?
Yeah, at Theo's we got this past Wi-Fi. Great stuff.
So you know how to do it. You just don't want to do it at home?
I don't know.
You don't know. I love this song. Sky Rizzy.
Is it Sky Rizzy?
There's not a better song than this. Nothing is everything.
I mean, we can talk fights. This is a wide-ranging discussion here, and it's probably going to be a blowout, so we'll be not paying attention by the middle of the second quarter. But
don't say that. Nugs Bunny, what up? Howdy. Nugs is always the first to say hello in the Twitch chat, and we love her for that. How come she doesn't show up over here, Nick?
She's not?
She said hi on Twitch. I don't see it in yours.
No, it came up on here. It's not going to come up on that one. I got to bring up the Twitch one as well. But it came up on the YouTube.
Booyah! Oh. Is there anything better than water? Is there anything better than ice cold water?
I'd say no.
A hot day before a game 7. I was just
Actually, is there anything better than a game 7?
I was just in the sun for 2 hours, mopping the court, played an hour of pickleball, hour of tennis, didn't lose a point.
Where do you play?
Mopping the court.
Where do you play tennis? Why was it so
I
dirty?
played tennis exclusively at Beverly Hills Tennis Club.
And so you're a member there? You pay for that?
My wifey pays for it.
That's hot. That's hot.
And
is she getting good?
I just dominated. We were playing 2-on-1. I gave them doubles alleys. I played singles. Just running down everything. Overhead smashes. Just doing it. Nugs Bunny, very hot here today. 111 degrees Fahrenheit at 7:45 p.m. That is, what are you in Palm Springs? That is hot.
What are you in Death Valley?
That is too hot.
What are you in the devil's asshole?
That is too hot. It was like mid-70s today. Here in
Let's go, Yeoj. Pacers take it tonight. That's the
Los Angeles.
That's the type of talk we want. So you read the Twitch one, or you want it up of an?
I mean, I'm obviously gonna read Twitch.
But do you read it off your own computer, or if it's on the TV, do you read it off of there?
Off my own computer.
Okay, cool.
See, look at 2016. Remember the Cavs beat the greatest NBA team of all time?
Who did?
The Cavs.
The Cavs?
So that means the Pacers can win tonight. That's when it was over, when Kyrie hit that 3.
My memory for recent NBA is really bad.
I was pissed. I thought the NBA rigged the shit out of that series.
Which one?
That 2016 Cavs Warriors, when the Cavs won. I don't know who the NBA wants tonight. Nugs Bunny, nah, just Canada. That's too hot for Canada. Doesn't get that hot.
I think the NBA really wants SGA. I feel like they think SGA and Chet can be the face of the league. Said a lot of commercials.
Yeah.
A lot of face of the league talk recently.
But there's a lot of people that don't like SGA.
But I feel like that's like really big
The
basketball
foul
heads.
merchant.
Yeah, but like I feel like They can still
But I
sell
don't
that
think
to the.
I don't think regular people are like, oh yeah, SGA's the man.
Siakam gonna go crazy. Where are you from again, Yosh? Do I have that? Do I have you in the chat?
No, because I'm pretty south. It's hot, but yeah, hot 90 to 100 every summer. But it's humid. It's humid, right? You're getting humidity. Yosh is in Long Beach. What up?
Oh yeah, I knew that.
LBC. I love Long Beach.
I wonder if Crane Train gonna show up. Crane Train is also in LA, and he used to coach college basketball.
Crane Train?
Crane Train.
Hardly knew her. When's the last time you played tennis, Nick? I'd kick your ass.
Long time. I really want to play though.
You don't even have a racket, I bet.
Yeah, I do.
What racket you got?
Bad racket. I got from some used store here.
Used store?
Yeah.
So it's a real racket.
Yeah.
It's not a Kmart racket.
Yeah.
What's the brand? Bring it out. I want to see it. You got it?
Oh, I actually think she did bring them
I
inside.
want to hold it. You think my girlfriend could beat you?
No. She's a woman.
Let's set that up.
We got to. Stream it.
Match of the century right there. Without humidity, it's 91. Humidity is brutal. Yep. Luckily, we don't get that much humid out here. Sometimes we do. That's like Midwest, though, that humidity. That's what we grew up with that. You're just wearing it. You're just wearing it when you walk outside. Where are the tennis players at out there? Where are the tennis players at? Gonna be like this for the next 4 days. Brutal. Glad I'm working nights. Yep, we are. We are what? We are. We're a week away from. We're a week away from. You need an overgrip on this.
The old S1.
You need an overgrip.
The old S1, huh?
You bought this at a used store?
Yeah. Is that like a decent racket, or is it? Then we just got this one for Ashia. We haven't got out there yet.
I like the head. You know I love head.
Yeah, I like having sex, but I love.
I'm a big head guy.
I was a head guy too.
Always been a head guy.
Same. Audio super low. What's up, Recoil Ventures?
Yeah, I don't know what you're waiting for. You got to get out there. You got to get out there, play. Now, how you just went into the store? How much do you think you paid for this?
Which one?
The Wilson.
Maybe $60. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know Wilson that well. This looks like a legit racket.
Is everybody agree that our audio's super low? I've been having some issues.
Super low.
You guys can't hear the... Very low. God damn it. What the fuck is going on? Check. Can't hear. Oh, cool.
Can anybody hear us out there? We got microphones. We got headsets. We got Game 7, NBA Finals. We want to know if you can hear us out there. Can you see us out there? Can you see these tennis rackets here? Way better, says Yeosh.
Chuck 1, 2.
Nick, why don't you tell Loco how we got into tennis?
Is she watching?
I'm sure she'll deny it, but yeah.
We just picked up a couple of rackets Tom had laying around one day, and went and played. And then Tom played a lot.
Oh. How old were we?
7th grade.
And then in 8th grade, what happened?
What happened in 8th?
We joined the.
Oh yeah, we played in a
team.
tournament.
Oh no, I think we played it. Did we play in a tournament that summer?
Yeah, because I fucking hit a drop shot and it came back over.
Against who? Remember that guy's name?
Fucking.
Was he an Aquinas guy?
Oh yeah.
What was his name?
Oh my god, I haven't even pictured this guy. You played fucking Adam Haas.
Ben? I did? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think so, or his brother or something. Ben. Was it double B's? Ben?
I thought it was something. There was definitely alliteration going on.
Yeah,
with the name.
he was.
Or was it Matt Matouche or something like that?
I feel like it was Ben, and he played in a band. Is it now way better? I added a filter. I don't know what the fuck's going on. What do you think about John Jones has left and retired? He's an alcoholic. He needs help.
Why did he retire?
People say he's ducking Tom Aspinall. He wants to keep his undefeated legacy intact, and he says that Tom Aspinall just doesn't excite him, but he's clearly the best person he could fight.
That sucks. He should fight him.
Yeah.
Who's the greatest sportsman on the After Hours crew? Who's the best at the most sports?
Who's the best at the most sports?
Yeah, who's athletic, I think is what they're trying to say.
Casey is the most athletic, hands down, but I would dominate him in, I feel most conventional sports.
What's Casey?
He's
What's he? Why do you say he's athletic? Because he's in good shape?
he's a pro rollerblader. Casey's fucking
Okay.
sick on the blades.
Okay.
You watch him and you're he's got to be one of the best in the world, but he was never really able to make money off it or anything. And he's just really good. Maybe he's a 10 handicap, maybe an 8 handicap in golf, and he just picked it up 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
He's definitely a better athlete than me. But if we play basketball, I dominate him. And then
All right, well,
Kevin.
I think it's good to look at it in a sport that you're both not. You can't pick basketball. You can't pick rollerblading.
Actually, and I haven't even mentioned Kevin. Kevin played D1 football for Bowling Green for half a season, but he's probably the most athletic.
Football players, though,
Yeah.
are pretty one-dimensional.
Yeah. I think
from my point of view.
I think he'd look silly on a basketball court.
But yeah, he's probably the most athletic.
I would. My bet is $30 to win 1,900 on the Pacers.
And I have $20 to win 100.
Fuck yeah.
On the Pacers. Nick, when did you buy this Wilson racket?
Maybe 3 years ago. Maybe
remember what store you went to?
I feel like it was in Atwater Village, possibly.
Racket Doctor? Did you go to Racket Doctor to buy this?
Maybe.
That's like a famous tennis shop in
really?
Atwater Village.
It might have been where we went. Like on that street where there's like the bookstore and stuff and you park at an angle.
Yeah, the cool street.
Yeah.
I
went to Racket Doctor.
I love Racket Doctor. They got the string surgeons there. They all wear scrubs and they restring your racket.
Oh, I don't want no scrubs.
No, you want these scrubs. You want a string surgeon on your racket. Trust me.
We're putting my bet up on the screen.
Steve Demonic, I'm rooting for OKC. Well, fuck you. Well, fuck you. We got money on
fuck you and
the Pacers over here. Although it's kind of a win-win for me because Nick hates Chet Holmgren so much. It's kind of become a running joke with the stream.
Yeah, but I also like him now. No, I can't break kayfabe.
But you just were like...
I said he was soft.
You just were like... me and Lucas were kind of like, man, it sucks he got hurt. We want to watch this guy.
The discussion of whether he was soft was before he was out for the season. So it was like a big victory for me when he got hurt. I had already said it, and then he got hurt and he didn't play like for a year after that. And then he kind of dominated when he came back, but
well, either way, you hate Chet and we kind of wanted him to be somebody that was fun to watch, be successful in his career. So either Chet wins an NBA championship after Nick called him soft, or
3 years later
we win a bunch of money. Win-win.
Can you guys read this?
But we're rooting for the Pacers. Put mine up there, too.
Where is it?
We can't put the 20 for 100 next to that.
Why not? I'd go all into it.
Also, I don't like the Pacers because of the Bucks. Kristen Chenoweth. But
she was an 06010 fan.
But I also think it's kind of funny if the Thunder lose.
Gotta run. Just want to say what's up. Well, thank you for your producing from the back and letting us know that we are too quiet. Has anybody said, does it sound better now?
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous way.
What's so?
Oh my God, Nick! Nick! That'd be a good last place fantasy punishment. You gotta go sing the national anthem at some game. Wouldn't that be fun?
It'd be incredible to pull off.
I mean, you're not gonna do the NBA, but you could do high school, or you know what I mean? Like,
you'd have to email us high school like your PR.
You would just be like, we got a guy. He's going on the circuit. Here's his website. We'd love for him to come sing the national anthem. Whoa, oh my God. She's doing too much. Oh my god. Is this the opera or the national anthem?
She likes fantasy baseball. She was a 06010 listener with Matthew Berry and Nate Ravitz back in 2008. Anybody listening to the 06010, my first favorite podcast? What's so proud? I like that you're not disappointed in my racket.
I would have seen what else was available, but it's it's not a Kmart racket.
Try not to break the bank for something I do once every 3 years.
But you have it the rest of your life. I was explaining to Loco, because I still have my original tennis bag that I bought.
Wow.
Freshman year, when I
That's so you.
I made varsity freshman year, and I went to my mom and I said, I need a big bag. I can't have this little bag showing up. I'm on varsity. And we went to Play It Again Sports out by the mall.
Fuck yeah.
And they had 3 bags. And it was a blue head tennis bag. I knew I had to get a head bag. Big head guy. Love head. And I wanted red and black, obviously, because it's Central. And I didn't want blue because I thought it was like Aquinas. But this was before we could order stuff off the internet.
I can't believe how much we were ahead of the game starting, by the way.
I just had to pull the trigger on this bag.
Yep.
Fast forward 22 years later, I still got it. It's in great shape. I take good care of my things.
It's incredible. He takes great care of his things. That's one thing you could say about Tom. If anybody's like, hey, tell me something about Tom, he takes great care of his things.
And he doesn't lose anything.
He doesn't lose
And
stuff.
if he loses it, it will just drive him nuts because he's just like, where the fuck did it go? I know where everything is.
I need some of that.
My sister is the opposite. She loses everything.
Fuck yeah. It's its own drug. Losing and finding something.
Now, I know what you mean because I went through my storage a couple weeks ago, and I just had a bunch of shit in there and all boxed up, and you pull it out and you go, oh shit, I didn't even know I had this. This is great. This is coming out of storage.
Shareable link.
The Thunder do have, I like the cast of players more than the Pacers. I mean, Caruso hasn't won a ring, right? It'd be great for Caruso.
It'd be great for TJ McConnell. Didn't we watch him?
Oh, I hate TJ
Didn't
McConnell.
we watch him live at the
I said this in the group chat. Bronson kicked his ass 2 years in a row. It's like, you're telling me Bronson isn't TJ McConnell?
He said, excuse me, sir, Caruso is 2020
with the
champion.
Lakers. Okay.
We love that.
Thank you, Yoj. That's why I asked. I didn't say he hasn't won one. I was asking, has he won one? But don't you think about that, Nick? Obviously, I don't know enough about basketball. But you're telling me TJ McConnell is point guarding this team that's in Game 7 of the NBA Finals?
No, but he is that good. His ability, I don't know.
TJ?
Yeah, his ability to score by the hoop it's insane.
Okay.
It seems like he should be a weak point.
All right. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
It's like these guys win head to head. And you'd think, all right, these two are on the same level, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't even make it to the league. I mean, who the fuck drafted T.J. McConnell?
Yeah, that is.
You know, in 2015 or whatever. I mean, he's been in the league 10 years. You're telling me T.J. McConnell is a 10-year NBA vet. OKC let them win the last game so they could play at home. Well, that can come back to burn you.
Yep.
You always win when you can, just like in football.
Finish him.
You always score when you can. You don't try to bleed the clock if you're down. Suburban Moms, I don't think I've ever hated a team as much as I hate this OKC team.
I've seen a lot of tweets from him about he really hates the free throw merchant. He doesn't like Brunson either. It doesn't bother me as much as it does most people.
Here we go.
Game time.
Will Nick hedge? Will Nick hedge? What's your break-even point here, Nick?
What do you mean?
You're saying if Thunder get to even money, you will hedge?
I think I'm just not going to hedge.
You're crazy, dude.
Hey Tom, do I look like a gardener over here?
You're crazy.
Do I look like I'm pruning bushes? No, thank you. And I won't be hedging. Hedging's for gardeners, if you guys didn't get that. I hate Ginobili, CP3.
Oh boy.
But I mean, those are like. I like people who are aggressive and try to go to the hoop. We need those.
Yeah, let's.
John Jones tapped, and so did Kevin. Hell yeah. Tom, did you see me? Oh, no. Did you see the Instagram post where I got choked out cold?
Did I see who?
I mean, do you follow After Hour?
Hit it.
Yes! We're going to have a game. We're going to have a game here.
I hope so.
Yeah, just at least have it close. I'd love to be interested at the end of the game here. He just extends his arm. Give him one early.
Ooh. No, don't bail him out. There you go. There you go. Don't. Oh.
Chet,
Oh.
that was a foul on Chet. Yeah.
Let's go.
I'll definitely say Chet's my least favorite Holmgren in sports.
What about Chet?
Chet is.
No, what about Chet? Not Holmgren. Chet.
Chet. What?
How many is he your least favorite?
Oh,
Chet?
oh. Let's see. I like Chet Hanks more than him.
He just had a huge block.
I like Chet from Friday Beers, I think his name is. His profile picture on Instagram, I always think it's you.
Really?
It looks like you when you're laying in your mom's dentist chair.
Is that what? Did he steal my bit?
Tell me that doesn't look like you, Tom.
Did he steal my bit? What's my bit?
That's you laying in the chair.
That's my bit. I think I've seen that guy.
I always think you've definitely
Does he do like the
like
the
entrepreneurs.
the speakers?
Yeah,
The keynote speaker.
they're great. They're funny.
What was the one I saw where he gets in like a fist fight with the other guy?
I feel like that's like everyone. They're just like,
But it's like a negotiating.
yeah.
They're talking about how to negotiate a deal. And like both of them just like keep taking it too far, and then they go, "See, this is what
Mm-hmm. They're doing good things over at Friday Beers, or Almost Friday.
Is that its own entity,
Almost Friday.
or are they part of something else?
I believe they're their own thing.
Chet, first lead.
Fuck.
2 lead changes.
I saw this meme. It was like Halliburton Game 6. It's not going to be funny to describe, but it was some old guy by his car, and like some guy was... Fuck, yes. He was like...
3 lead changes.
He was like, I don't know, you better call an ambulance. And then he goes in the car, and he grabs a gun, and it's this elderly man.
Yeah.
And he pulls it, and he goes,
Pulls
for
the
you.
gun. Yeah.
But it said
Call an ambulance.
But it said Halliburton Game 6. Halliburton shot's so weird, but his makes are always like...
There's another one.
Oh, they always just hit the back of the rim is what I was going to say.
That's an ugly shot,
It's
too.
weird.
That's an ugly shot.
Before one of the playoff games, his... Yoj is on OKC. If Chet was 5'10", he'd just be long neck. That's
Who's
hilarious.
long neck?
You don't know long neck? Just that internet guy with the long neck? He's absolute
maybe
trash.
I just don't know that's his name.
This isn't his actual account, but that's damn long neck.
Okay. Yeah. I've seen that guy.
Theo, for when he was first online, Theo was like, "Oh, that's my cousin." Never heard that. Wow! No! What a late call! Jesus Christ! So it begins.
How is that a foul?
That's called Verticality by Naismith.
Where's the foul here?
Nemhart. Oh, that's not the same one. That's really pretty.
I mean,
he
hits his arm.
He like stayed away from him the whole time.
Yeah, he hits his elbow though.
Ball lies. SGA is gay.
We were playing pickleball, and I clearly painted the line, and they called it out. And then they fucked up the next serve. So I was like, you know what I said? Ball don't lie.
Who is this against?
Loco's brother and his friend.
What do you think I would beat her
in tennis?
Yeah.
You probably would beat her.
She
can't serve.
Oh!
Let's go.
3 threes. But man, it like seems like they're just like doing everything they can, and okay, still C's still right there. What'd you say? You think I can?
Yeah, she can't serve. You know. I'm pretty sure you can serve.
Yeah. That's all I can do.
And I'm really trying to, because it's
Haliban.
It's common sense, but also, especially if you're a female playing the sport, you can't have unforced errors. You just got to get it over. You got to get it.
Too.
You got to get it over. But guys, we like to just smash the shit out of it. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have a lot of winners as a guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, if she could cut down the unforced errors and get a serve.
Boom, 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 boom.
What movies have you seen lately?
Why you need a football or basketball? Watched Trading Day last night. No, I saw something new.
What? Mountainhead?
Actually, for the past week, Ashia's sister's boyfriend, basically husband, they've been together 5 years. He was visiting here. He's an actor, and he had something in a film festival, and he stayed here for 5 weeks, and they watched Mountainhead.
Mountainhead's gonna happen. It basically did happen.
Yeah.
With this LA stuff.
It's Palantir. Yeah.
What's Palantir?
Palantir. It's a company that has been contracted. Peter Thiel, part of the PayPal mafia, he is one of the founders of Palantir, and he basically has been grooming JD Vance to like get into office for like 5 years. And now that they've contracted Palantir, and they're basically gonna implement. They use it's like it tracks everything, like facial recognition, your online movements, your social media, and they're using it in Israel right now to like, or in Palestine to like detect who's a threat. But it's eventually going to be implemented for.
That's not Mountain Head.
To control everybody. Why do you think it? What's Mountain Head? It's a bunch of billionaires who
it's basically it's Elon adjacent because they own a social media platform with an AI on it.
Yeah.
That they released like a new update for, and it's just too good, and so the AI just starts making up stories and videos.
Yeah, that happens.
And so it's like, oh, there's this religious group just shat on this fucking religious group. And here's the video of it, and then all that does is upset the other and then it's like, and so similar to like L.A. where it just was so overblown, and it was just like, oh my god, like it's like I don't know how many texts you got. I got texts. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like I can't believe people are texting me about this right now.
It's like I wouldn't even know.
No, I didn't see anything, So that was Mountain Head.
Were all those guys? They weren't all from the same company, right? They were from different companies in Mountain Head.
Yes, but they all like.
I feel
have
like
passed together.
Yeah, I feel like it was like the PayPal mafia, basically, who was in there. Although they were like younger guys, but the PayPal mafia was Elon, the guy who's I think the CEO of Netflix.
Well, Carell's like the old guy. They call him like Papa Bear, who's kind of been a mentor. And then the other three are about the same age.
This is the PayPal mafia. Reid Hoffman, never mind.
You're talking about Mountain Head?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
You liked it? What did you think?
Yeah, well, I watched it, and then the next, week was the protests and how crazy the media portrayed, and I was like, oh my god, this is Mountain Head right now.
Right. I know, that's how I felt watching it too. I was like, this is kind of scary.
She said, right, this is how I felt too watching it. It's kind of scary.
Sorry.
No, it's okay, babe. What have I watched any movies that I hadn't seen recently? We just watched stuff that I've seen, and I'm like, you gotta see this. I felt like we watched one. We watched The Accountant a little while ago. It's from 2016, but I had never seen it.
We watched The Rehearsal.
Oh, I love The Rehearsal.
Yeah, she hasn't seen season 1 yet, but we watched season 2. Incredible.
Yeah, season 2's better.
Watch Tire season 2.
What about Adolescence? You guys gotta watch Adolescence.
It's a movie, TV show.
It's a limited series. It's only 4 episodes. All 4 episodes are oneers.
What's Nick Kroll has some show he produced. It's like called Adults or something. She had a different friend that was visiting us.
I haven't seen it.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Kinda, not really.
There was just one hilarious scene in this show. It's kind of like a fucking, I don't know, modern day friend group, and they're all bisexual and shit. I don't know. I wouldn't probably.
Oh,
fuck.
Another lead change.
I probably wouldn't watch it normally, but there was one scene that was so funny, and this bisexual guy goes into a gun store to buy a gun, and the gun store owner's like, "What are you, a fairy?" And he's like, and the guy's like, "No, fuck no, I hate that shit." And the guy's like, "'Cause it's okay if you are." And the gun store guy was hitting on him, and then he was trying to convince him that he was gay. And he yelled at his friend. He's like, tell him I'm gay, right? He's like, this guy? No way. And then the good guy's like, get the fuck out of here. And it was such a funny It was a good scene. I've been like looking for it. I don't even know what the show's called. It was really, really funny. I saw Warfare and hated it. One scene lasted 90 minutes.
I didn't see it. I went to
4 movies in one day.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago on a Friday.
What are the movies?
4 movies.
This is why we're streaming specifically to talk about this day. I feel like
4 movies. I started out with The Phoenician Scheme, latest Wes Anderson movie. Then
are his movies always funny?
Wes Anderson?
Yeah.
Well, describe funny. Like, yeah,
Are they meant to be funny? Because I know he did the Royal Tenenbaums, right?
Right.
That's supposed to be funny.
Uh-oh. Did he just pop his Achilles? Is that Achilles?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, we're in trouble. Watch it. Show the slow.
Yep, that's
Oh,
it. That's it.
no. Oh, no.
I think you saw it pop.
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
Sick to my stomach, fam.
God damn it. Oh.
That's so fucking crazy. Was that the leg that was hurt? What was hurt on him?
Yeah, it was his
calf, his right calf?
It was his calf.
Jesus.
The funny thing about my calf, Jules, is it's located on my Achilles. Oh,
ouch.
Fuck. That just sucks. That's just the worst fucking thing ever.
It was Halliburton. They've officially implemented a Halliban. F's this game and next year. Are you a big Indiana fan just regularly? I like them because I was really... You thought it was a... Is that what he tore?
That's his Achilles. You saw that
The
pop
pop,
up as your
yeah.
Achilles. They say it feels like you get kicked in the back of the leg.
I've heard bit.
It's kicked.
What the fuck?
Just terrible. I mean, he was what? 3 for 3? 3 for 4?
Back. I'm gonna get high now.
Well, you never know. This could be a rally rally cry for Indiana. No, I'm in no man's land because the Sonics, I've been pretty serious Golden State fan. Sonics when they're back. And when are they going to be back exactly? When's that happening?
Ashley just told me that Cristiano Ronaldo's team won the World Series when he got hurt. She was trying to make me feel better.
The World Series?
I was like, yeah. I was like, wait, did you say World Series? She goes, whatever.
Yeah, they hoisted the Lombardi afterwards.
What did they win? Do you know what she's talking about?
No.
I don't think it's over.
This could I just, as you were gone, I was explaining to Chad that this could be a rallying
Yeah.
cry for the Pacers. This, similar to soccer, when you get that red card and you go one man down, everybody steps up.
That would have been such a fucking huge shot if TJ hit that. Just 1-on-4.
This is what I don't understand. Why
He's crying. He doesn't want people to see him crying.
I know, but get him a chair or something.
Yeah.
Like, I understand you
But you
want to
wanna
be
wa-
macho and tough, and Kobe walked it off, and nobody's Kobe, okay? Think about how much you're worth.
It doesn't hurt you more, though.
I don't know. It's just like,
And one. Yeah.
this is Siakam, and we got to root for TJ McConnell. I just remember TJ McConnell crying.
I think fucking Naismith needs to step up to the plate. I think he's
The
He
inventor of basketball? Is
he-
that the game
yeah.
he's playing?
Naismith ain't walking through that door. Halliburton's not walking through that door. But I think Naismith is honestly might be their best scorer. But he seems like a really unselfish guy. But he needs to fucking play like a superstar. And Matherin, there's Matherin.
There you go. Air ball.
Technical foul.
Get in there.
You can crack that if you want.
Crack what?
The window, just to draft in here.
When was the last time you played basketball?
More recently, maybe a couple weeks ago. I go to the park every once in a while. I got new basketball shoes.
What'd you get?
Just some fucking Nikes. I don't know what they were called.
Why don't you get nice ones?
Because there's so much stuff I want to buy all the time. They're not bad shoes. They're like $100 shoes.
Come on, TJ. Oh, boy. Well, it's a game of runs, okay? So, come on. Got it.
Woo! It really deflated me. Fuck.
Well, come on here. Let's go.
Yeah.
TJ.
I guess
Come on, TJ.
like part of it is like the reason I was so all in on the Pacers is because I think Halliburton's the fucking man, and they could win it without him.
Oh, TJ, you fucking idiot.
That's not what he
What a
can't be
bad-
the one turning the ball over.
That's a bad turnover.
Wow. That's championship basketball. Travel.
Yeah, that's a travel. That's a travel. Don't bail him out. Nope.
They hit the rim.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't. They call the violation. This doesn't hit the rim.
Okay, it didn't. That's what makes for a good stream, you know? You gotta be convicted. You can't be like, oh, I don't know, you know?
What?
You gotta be opinionated. No one wants to tune in if you're just hemming and hawing. Right, chat? W's in
You
the chat.
gotta have the right thing, though.
So early in the shot clock, TJ taking a fadeaway baseline
TJ,
20-footer.
You're not gonna win it all on this possession. You know? Stop trying to win the game right in the first quarter.
It was an insane shot.
All right, here we go. Clear him out. Clear him out. Clear him out. Here we go. Oh, God. There it is.
Nice.
Suburban Moms, I think Halliburton is the man too. People don't understand what a point guard is. Get out of there, dude.
Well said.
Here we go. One shot. One shot.
Do not miss your chance to
That
blow.
first quarter felt like a game. He's holding him. He's holding him. Oh, my God.
Shoot! That is a charge. Oh, my God! Why? They are you can't tell me they're not, leaning towards OKC. That's a fucking charge.
God, TJ, get your head out of your ass.
I guess they could say he slid.
He slid.
Oh, he fucking rammed his shoulder.
Yeah, it's close. He didn't have to slide.
Yeah. I was just ball to the line.
Get TJ out of the game. All right.
Kick him off the tour.
I mean, my God, he's fucking freaking out right now. Carlisle got to get these guys some composure.
It's fucking cake eater. That's what Chet Holmgren is. A cake eater.
Because he's from Minnesota.
And whatever suburb he's from in Minnesota. Is it Champlain Park?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Minnehaha Academy.
I have a hot take.
Can't wait.
I don't think people in the WNBA like Caitlin Clark because she's straight.
I don't think that's that hot.
You think that's true?
She's straight and white.
I don't think white matters.
Yeah, it does.
I think it's because she's straight.
With the whole Angel Reese thing, you don't think they
listen, I don't think. I think race is part of it, but
hey, I agree with you.
I thought of that today
And I was like, I can't wait to come
because
tell this on stream.
I was just kind of like, because you know, I don't watch the WNBA. But what I see is her making threes from the logo pretty consistently. And I just don't understand why everyone hates her.
Yeah. Does everyone hate her?
I don't know.
I see a lot of hate for her, but I feel like a lot of people
Well,
love her.
I just saw they fucking poked her in the eye and then ran her over
Oh,
in
yeah,
that game.
That shit was crazy. Oh, everybody in the league hates her.
That's what I mean. In the league.
Yeah. No, that clip was crazy. But there was another clip, I think it was same game, where Caitlyn said, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like, she mouthed that, and everybody, haters were using that as evidence. And I think it was pretty good evidence. But also a badass thing to say.
She's the best of all time or close to it already. She's straight and she's white. The rage is in that order. I get pissed when my parents bring it up to me. I'm like, why do you guys care at all? Yeah, no, I hesitated bringing it up because I don't really care, but
because they are obviously just getting fed what is ever on TV, and they really push on ESPN. Fucking
like, is she a bad person? Is there evidence of her being a bad person? Is she from Iowa or did she just go to Iowa?
I fixed my laptop screen. Thanks. I think she's also from there. Des Moines, Iowa.
So I mean,
her dad was a vice president at a product company.
I mean, I find it a little hard to believe she's a bad person being from Iowa.
I don't think she's a bad person at all.
Just like a jerk off, you know.
She seems pretty reserved, if not shy. Tie ball game.
Women are each other's biggest haters. Caitlyn bringing in eyes and money, and these idiots still hate her. When you bring it up, it's because it's in the zeitgeist of our culture. When my parents do it, it's because it's political somehow. Got it. Look at Siakam. TJ, quit throwing the ball away, you idiot.
I love Yeo.
We're going to get Caitlin Clark out here.
That'd be crazy. What a twist.
What if she came out?
Yes.
What if she came out?
Ain't no rule says a girl can't play basketball.
In Halliburton's jersey. She's just shooting from the logo.
Ain't no rule says Caitlin Clark can't play basketball. Do you know what that's a quote from?
Air Bud. I don't know.
Yep.
Suburban moms.
He hit it. That was like one of those Jeopardy highlights where they're like running out of time and they're like, Air Bud. Oh, he got it. Doubles up.
No, I agree with Yos and suburban moms. I think that's a good point. Women just hate each other.
Yeah.
And that's why she's not liked. But do they hate her because she's straight? Or am I reaching on that?
I think it would be harder for all them to gang up on her if she was a lesbian, for sure.
That's a good point. One of us.
They should have a channel. Like that last camera angle they were using is like a new one they'll use like on field in NFL too, and they really high blur, low depth of field. You only see like the player in front really clear. And they just had it when he was on the free throw line. It was very cinematic. They should have a channel where they're filming it like a movie live, like an opposite one, and you could see it. It'd be like really hard to pull off probably. Like a score, an original score, a live original, like music score.
A score?
Yeah, a live symphony orchestra that is playing along with what's happening.
That would be so hard.
John Tesh could conduct it.
That would be so hard. They could do it after. I'm surprised Caitlin hasn't been on Theo yet, says Suburban Moms.
Ball Buddy is exactly right, Brandon.
What's Ball Buddy?
This.
We're Ball Buddy?
I said Basketball Buddy. But Ball Buddy's pretty funny too. But I like the triple B.
Well, let's go here. We're
winning.
Yeah, Thunder tightening up a little bit. Oh, get out of there.
Oh, I thought he was about to. He's basically the forward version of TJ McConnell for me. I'm like, how does this guy score all the time?
Hartenstein?
Yeah. He seems like he never misses. It's right there. Foul though.
More like Frankenstein. Right? Get out of there. Oh, air ball. Oh, get out of
Foul,
there.
yeah. Just ripped his wrists.
Yep.
Thunderstick.
Yeah, right. Remember? Do they even have those anymore? They're in the crowd? I remember we all bought them for Olympic week.
I remember wanting them for so long. I eventually got them at something after high school.
We bought them at like Party City.
I didn't.
Me and Jordan, I think, bought a whole bunch at Party City and handed them out for our Olympic week. And we beat fucking Lucas.
Are those the same ones that they give out at games? That's what you had?
They did the exact same thing. It was like you just blow them up and then you bang them together. They made a loud noise.
That sounds like a thunderstick to me.
Yeah. No, it was fun. They must have outlawed them. It'd be weird for them to go.
No, I see some.
Do you?
See that lady? She's cut off now.
She's living in the past.
She's like, look what I snuck in.
I was here in 06.
In Oklahoma City? There wasn't even a team here.
Yeah, there was.
Oh, in 2006?
Yes, that's how we got the idea. It was from the Thunder sticks. We were like, oh, those are fucking sick. And then we were just...
The Thunder had the Thunder sticks original. No, I thought the Clippers had Thunder sticks.
No. I think the Thunder did it. Who the hell? Who's Earth to DNA? Who's the Earth to DNA show?
The Seattle Supersonics moved to Oklahoma City in 2008. I knew it.
No.
Ruined a great bit.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
That's not true. It's not true. Well, maybe. Yeah, but I think they were. They were already there.
I want to.
They were already there. So what? So look up who did the first Thunder sticks. Which NBA team? Get in there.
Look at this. I should tweet this. This is AI being dumb. It said the Anaheim Angels were the first NBA team to use Thunder sticks.
Fuck you, AI.
Yeah.
You idiot. You don't know shit. Why don't you just Google it, Nick?
That's what I just did.
You're asking AI again.
A better AI.
You need an overgrip for this. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You cannot hit with this. You need before you go play next, you need to put an overgrip on this. And buy a pack of 3 and put one on your girlfriend's too.
You wrap it around?
Yeah. Just goes right over the top.
Don't people like take it in to get that rat? No.
Overgrip? No, you can do it. Tell you what, I'll do it. You buy them. Next time I come stream, I will apply them.
Just early 2000s really seemed to be the Angels in America.
Well, why do you think the Clippers had them? You remember that?
I don't know where it came from, but yeah.
Hit it. Got it. Yes.
That's my man.
Yes. Second point chances will come back to bite you. Let's go.
Dort. Dumb fucking
come
name.
on.
Oh.
They keep letting that happen.
Second chance points will end up biting you in the
Yeah,
ass.
they will. Yes, they will. Just like that.
How does he do that?
Do you even have a can of balls here, Nick? You got a fresh can of balls here?
Fresh can of balls. Yeah, like practice balls. Like it came in like a big. I really impulsively bought a thing of practice balls, and I opened them all. Like an idiot. It was really fun to have a full hopper. But not the rest.
Did you buy a hopper too?
Oh yeah.
You still got it?
Yeah. Still have all those balls too. I could serve
You could serve?
like with
What's
them.
the strongest part of your game?
I just think I feel like I can hit it pretty hard and get a consistent first serve. And sometimes I get
You
it.
think your serve is the best part of your game?
Yeah. Yeah, and if I really get it just down the pipe where I want it, I think I can really put away a backhand, and it feels good. That might be my favorite thing to do.
A backhand winner?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I love it.
I mean, I like my backhand over my forehand.
You two-hand backhand?
Yeah.
I could see you being a one-hand backhand guy.
My coaches wouldn't allow it.
Oh, yeah.
I was telling this story yesterday. I'm a freshman in high school. I'm playing 4 sings. We're at a tournament. The 3 sings guy is a foreign exchange student and hits a one-handed backhand. Now our coaches are going nuts because they are like, you cannot do a one-hand. You need to do two-handed backhand. But he refuses to listen to them because he's like, I'm doing a one-handed backhand.
Is that right?
Nobody else is allowed to do it. This guy does it. And Coach Roop goes, it's not lost on me that the greatest player in the world hits a one-handed backhand. and we all make you guys hit a two-handed back. He's referring to Roger Federer, who we rewatched the 2019 Wimbledon final yesterday. Nadal versus Federer. Federer's just
2019.
he's so beautiful. His game. His serve, to me, for my money, best serve in tennis I've ever seen, Roger Federer. It's so poetic. You know? He was just the best. He just would always hit that one-handed backhand. So I don't even know how to hit a one-handed because I just never.
I thought there was more to what Roop said.
Well, because it was kind of just. It's like
I thought, but it's not lost on me.
Think if you're the coach, and you're just like, we're like, why can't we hit a one-handed back? The best player in the world hits a one-handed backhand. And he's just like, no, you cannot. Nobody can do it.
They have no reason to, other than either they don't know how to teach it, or like.
It works better. Fundamentally,
yeah,
it's so much easier, and that's why, right? It's so much development happening that it's like, you need if you want to get good at it and then eventually switch to it, at least you have the two-handed in your back pocket.
How good was the? How close was the? Damn it! I forgot what I was gonna say. Cause, fuck. Everything's going wrong.
It's all right. Game of runs. Game of runs. Game of runs. Get off him, Caruso.
I thought it was gonna be an offensive foul.
Get off him, Caruso. Oh,
foul!
That's a foul. There you go. That's a foul.
What were we just talking about?
Tennis. Why does the internet keep going out, Nick? What is this about?
What is that about?
It's like it just keeps crashing on me.
What's up, Earth to DNA? If you're still here.
Oh, he left. He didn't say anything to him fast enough.
We were talking about something.
I asked you who was it, and you were just like,
Tom, you say anything new?
In here?
Yeah.
Your things are back up? Is that what I'm referring to seeing?
I don't know what
your soundboards?
No.
Those have been up?
For a little bit. Probably last time you were here.
You still got that board up? Still got the mini fridge over there. Desk looks the same.
Damn.
I can't tell. What's new?
Damn.
Huh? What's new? The chair? You got a new chair?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
When Brendan moved to Austin.
My nephew Brendan?
Yeah. He didn't tell you? His parents were shocked.
I just saw him last weekend.
What
are you talking about?
It happened overnight.
Just by himself? He's 10 years old.
He said he wanted to do stand-up comedy. He said he's going to try to kill Tony and then Rogan.
Wow. Is Kill Tony in Austin?
Yeah. At Rogan's Club.
Well, it hasn't always been there, right?
No, but it moved with Rogan over the pandemic.
Yuli in the house. Sup, Yuli?
Yuli likes to party. Oh, how good was the foreign exchange student tennis player? Like, what position was he? Because I couldn't even just be like...
Here's the thing. I have a...
You're like, he was pretty good, but his backhand sucks.
I have a hard time remembering, right? Because... I was playing 4 sings, okay?
Right.
I eventually got moved to 3 dubs. And...
Does everybody call it that?
I don't know. And
yeah, 4 dubs.
probably.
4 dubs. That's still varsity?
There's no 4 dubs. There's only 3. I went from 4 my freshman year. It was Suki at 1, Jake Nadarsnich at 2, Tyler Dickinson at 3, and Scott Canothi at 4 sings. I mean, that's the most stacked fucking Scott's a senior, a 4-year senior for tennis playing 4 singles. He would literally just go out there and fuck around because he's playing fucking freshman. Like he's just like Scott could literally be playing 1 at some schools.
The 4 singles was a freshman?
No, like usually that's what like the 4 singles is like a freshman or sophomore, right? Because you're just not that. You don't have a senior unless they suck, you know. But that's how loaded our team was.
I just thought you could have more seniors, like multiple good seniors.
So we also had a senior in 1 dubs with Adam Haas. We had 2 sophomores at 2 dubs, and then me and Chris Barrett Jr. were 3 dubs.
Was Adam Haas doubles with his brother?
No, because not my freshman year, because he was still in 8th grade. And then Adam went to 2 singles. His junior year behind Jake's Nadarsnich. He went to 2. No, I'm sorry. Jake, Tyler, Dickinson, and then Haas was 3 singles because he was good.
Where was this Asian kid?
What Asian kid?
Or the exchange kid?
He wasn't Asian. He was like Italian or something. Like,
but what did he play?
This is why I have a hard time, because it must have been Scott was like, I'm not playing tennis, because this was at the beginning of the year. And so Scott was like, I'm not playing tennis. I want to get drunk or whatever. And so that's why I was 4 sings, and I don't know what was going on with
so he played 4 sings
with
eventually. Tyler
or what? I'm confused about it. Anyways, eventually the kid went to JV, I think. Like, I don't even remember what happened. But he had that one-handed backhand.
That's so crazy. That just happened.
Well, it's crazy because I didn't even. I thought it was going to happen last game. I thought it was going to happen game 6. He must have just been like really nursing it game 6. And then it's like, this is the finals. And I just hit 3 fucking threes. I'm going for it.
Oh.
Needed that.
That would have been so big.
Needed that.
No. Fuck. George got a dumb name.
Do you remember who was 1 through 4 singles your freshman year at Aquinas?
God, no.
Any idea? Who? I mean, what was David?
Kyle Gibson. He played.
Oh, he was probably 1, right? He was probably your 1. Oh, what? Flaherty. What was he? Oh, Flaherty. I bet Gibson was 1. Because he was a senior when you were a freshman?
Junior. I'm trying to think.
Unless there's another stud. I feel like I just remember Suki mopping the court with him, though. Right?
Andy Fernholz, did he play tennis?
I don't remember who that is.
Whoa, they really dropped off. We got 2 people.
More tennis.
More Central tennis. How come no one said Yuli liked to party?
Because why does my internet keep going out on this laptop?
I don't know.
You don't have any issues with that? It's just absolutely no internet found right now. And I already restarted and came back on. And it worked for about 10 minutes and then it went out again. You got a firewall blocking me right now?
Oh, it's tied again. I've
Yeah.
never watched tennis.
Tennis is a great sport.
He likes the way they hit it back across the court. That's just like the basketball lyrics. Little Bow Wow.
Tennis is a great sport.
It is.
Any paddle sport, really.
I watched probably the last 3/5 of that.
Oh! Is that a goaltend?
What are those fellas' names? I'm getting old. I can't remember names. The most recent tennis championship. It was incredible comeback by Alcaraz. Came back and beat Tommy Paul? What was it? Fritz. Tommy Fritz.
Come on, Nick. Who's the number one player in the world right now?
I watched the whole thing. I'm just old. I can't remember.
He's the number one player in
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah. I only watch majors. I don't know.
Only watch what?
Majors. I just don't.
Okay, but he's the number one
I know.
player in the major.
Fritz.
No. No American, dude. No American.
Number one in my heart.
Yuli says Agassi. Close.
Alcaraz versus I don't have it. It's crazy.
Sinner.
Sinner.
Yannick Sinner, the cheater, who I hate.
Michael B. Jordan, best. Michael Jordan's the best. Michael B. Jordan. Michael G. Jordan is in Sinner's Sinner. That's I'm gonna remember it. Number one.
Wow. Can't wait.
Ask me fourth quarter who the number one tennis player in the world is.
It's crazy because
Matherin taking the lead.
I was just telling you how we rewatched that 2019 final between two of the GOATs, and it's even though it was 6 years ago and they're two of the GOATs, it's such a different speed. I mean, Sinner and Alcaraz are just fucking ripping it at each other.
They were hitting so hard.
They don't hit that, like, it's rare. Like, when they hit that hard, it's a winner. In that old final, it's really just a lot of touch and control. They're just fucking blasting the shit out of the ball.
Was it Nadal and Federer that played in like 2014?
I mean, they
met, had that longest.
They always met.
That like longest one ever. It's like Australian Open. Went for like.
There was a 5-hour. I think that was.
I think it was 2014 Australian Open.
I don't remember.
No, it wasn't. .2012 Australian Open.
Was who?
Djokovic and Nadal. That was in
And how long was it? 5 hours?
5 hours 53 minutes, longest match
Yeah.
in Australian Open history. I
Yep.
woke up and watched that one too, and it was awesome.
In 2012?
Yeah.
You were probably high as a kite.
I'm pretty sure I was hungover. I was at a coworker from Sports Authority's place. Damien.
Tom, I see you playing COD. You should pick up Helldivers. It's so fun. Yeah, I've been back on the Warzone grind.
Burying the lead.
I've been back on the Warzone grind. What's
He's
your name again on I added a bunch of you guys and I don't know who's who.
See, that's what he does. Hardenstein.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty loyal to COD.
You're gonna start streaming. I
don't play
too.
anything. I actually am going to Doonpoon. Got it. I am gonna reconfigure the old setup, so that might be a good window of time to revisit the stream hookup.
All right, 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Go.
Oh
No.
no. Matherin, that's the Canadian.
Kinda. He ran right at him. It was really dumb.
Yeah.
He could have just planted his feet.
Yep. Yep.
Mike Breen wasn't having the flop though.
Don't. Jesus Christ.
We got to do this for Halliburton. Someone's got to give a speech. Halftime.
Maybe he'll give the Charles Woodson speech at halftime. And then he'll come back out with a sling on his shoulder.
There's Tyrese's daughters.
I don't know.
What was going on there? That was his dad.
I think so, yeah. I've only seen his dad when he's getting in players' faces, so.
They didn't get a 2 for 1. Virtually identical. That was the old UFC announcer, the guy before.
Get in there.
Oh God.
Don't foul. Not even close.
What an idiot. What a dumbass.
Hey, up a point at half.
You can't push off from half court.
Up a point at half after Halliburton popped his Achilles in the first quarter. We'll take it. We're here. Nobody said it was going to be easy. They playing U2 here to take us to break. What is that?
Salami, laying salami.
Is there a pizza coming or what?
Yeah, it's in the oven. Probably
I'll
50.
wait for the pizza.
Huh?
I'll wait for the pizza. You
We got-
your mitts all over that salami.
Hmm?
You got your mitts all over that salami.
There's salami that doesn't have it, and I can go get some with the.
You got your mitts all over that salami.
No, we got pizzas. I have one DiGiorno stuffed crust cheese pizza.
Oh, hear that, Loco? What else you got?
What's that mean? You don't like it?
No, she thinks that's the best pizza.
You hate it?
I don't think it's the best. I don't hate it. I wouldn't say that that's the best frozen pizza.
And then I have a red bear and pepperoni pizza. There's not a lot of options there. Do you like a supreme pizza?
Yeah. I don't like mushrooms.
That's not a supreme pizza, isn't it?
No. There's yeah. I mean, I'd do either of those.
They're both in. If I have both kinds of pizzas, then I like stuffed crust. Otherwise, I don't want it. There's not enough pizza. It's a very small
in the-
circle.
In the
Says it's
stuffed crust?
Yeah.
So
A regular
you
DiGiorno
don't like
stuffed
it?
crust.
You do like it or you don't like it?
Now that I have this whole other pizza that has all the pizza parts I want, I like that I have the stuffed crust.
But not mutually exclusively. You don't like.
We got cut off time, and it's perfect timing. Halftime. What 4 movies did you watch?
Well, I already told you the first.
Mountainhead.
No. The Phoenician Scheme.
Oh yes.
Wes Anderson's latest.
We got caught up though, because I asked if it was funny.
I don't know if his movies. Yeah, his movies are. There's a lot of comedy in them. You know, but it's not
Yeah.
slapstick comedy. It's a very dry humor. Then I went to Materialists. Terrible. That's the new rom-com all the chicks are excited for. Then I went to Ballerina.
Did
John Wick.
Lauren do this with you?
No.
Not even the rom-com that other girls are excited about?
No.
You did this at the Paramount lot?
People are at work. I have summer Fridays. I leave from work and I go to the movies.
This is a Paramount wide thing?
No,
summer?
this has nothing to do with Paramount.
But taking off Fridays, how do you do that?
Oh, that's not unique to Paramount. A lot of companies do that. Between Memorial Day and Labor Day, they do half days on Fridays.
Gotcha. Summer Fridays. That's awesome. And you went to these where?
City Walk. Always do City Walk. They're all reclining seats.
You just had this plan?
I've been doing it for years.
4 in a row?
No, so AMC A-List, which is the subscription, it's been 3 movies a week for a month since its inception, and this year they added an additional movie, so it's now 4 movies a week. So didn't plan on doing 4. I planned on doing 3, and then when the credits came up on 3, I went, let's do another one.
I can do it.
Yeah. It's hard when you're planning it out. It's usually like, I'm not gonna do fucking 4 movies, but once you're there. And then the last one I did was a western that nobody asked for called The Unholy Trinity, where Pierce Brosnan was a sheriff, and he was an Irish sheriff in Montana.
My grandma would love that one. That is kind of right up her alley.
Samuel L. Jackson,
Whew.
Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, that was the end cap. I would rank them Phoenician Scheme at 1, Ballerina, Unholy Trinity, and Materialist, and last.
Material is worse than.
Yeah. What's a rom-com? I don't. They're all the same to me.
This was like straight down the middle rom-com.
Oh my God! It's just she's just like, oh, I'm Dakota Johnson, and I have a rich guy that I don't love and a poor guy that I love. Who am I gonna choose?
And a fucking idiot chooses the poor guy, doesn't
Of course,
she?
of course. That's what a rom-com is. So, I don't know. Didn't do it for me. Loco loved it. You know, it's not for me. A lot of people loved it. I'm not one of them. Dakota Johnson, I think is a funny person, and her acting actually does not bother me. But she kind of just does the same shit over and over. But a lot of people don't like her acting. They can't play this Thunder song going into break when it's the Thunder and the fucking.
So you really liked Phoenician, or is it the
Well,
best of a bad
of
bunch?
the four, it would. I like Wes Anderson movies.
Yeah.
Is it his best one? No. Is it his worst one? No.
What's his worst one?
I haven't seen all of them. I think a lot of people don't like the Darjeeling Limited, but I've never seen it. I've also not seen The Life Aquatic, but a lot of people love that one. Also, Bottle Rocket is his first that I want to see. You've seen Rushmore, right?
Haven't.
Rushmore's great.
No.
Really?
Nope. I've only seen one of his movies.
Are you kidding?
I've seen Royal Tenenbaums.
That's it.
Yep.
Well, that's probably his best, in my opinion. That's the movie. Speaking of tennis,
That got you into tennis? Is he crying out there?
my mom for Christmas had got me a portable DVD player, and we were on our way to a tennis tournament in high school, and I had a copy of Royal Tenenbaums, and I watched it in the car, and I was like, his movies have a certain style to them. I was like, I didn't even know you could make movies like this.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. Royal Tenenbaums is great. But I put Grand Budapest Hotel up there. I also like Moonrise Kingdom. Rushmore is great. I gotta see his other ones.
Okay.
That 2024 one's is a short. That's when he won the Oscar for. It was a short film.
Sorry.
The Indiana Pacers have been defined by a toughness and grit that really started with the way that Tyrese finishes these sorts of improbable games and comebacks, and they're going to need to find a way to dig deep without him tonight, especially against
see what
Jacob
we're looking
Alexander,
at.
who's been so focused. They've thrown double teams at him, it hasn't worked. Shea
I want to
gets
watch
into his
Bottle
spots,
Rocket.
make it happen.
That's my next one I want to watch. Then Life Aquatic, Darjeeling Limited, and I own Fantastic Mr. Fox, but I've never seen it.
we talked about before the game. This OKC Thunder
That's
is
a
their
stop
three-point shooting
motion
at 4.
film.
Yeah. Was that Mr. Clooney or George?
Mr. Clooney?
That's.
Why, have you seen it?
No, I was thinking. Yeah. No, I just remember I listened to a lot of NPR at that time, and they talked about it on a segment.
We have ESPN.
That'll happen. All right.
Let's get you
We no longer have it.
NPR audio. How come you didn't like my tweet
Which one? Didn't
about
see it.
the Carter 6?
What'd you say about the Carter 6? If they don't think I like Lil Wayne, I guess.
Huh?
I didn't see it.
I said I've decided to Schrodinger's cat the Carter 6.
We talked. That's what Lucas and I both said too. Not Schrodinger's cat. We didn't word it so eloquently, but
I did.
We were just like, I heard it was bad. Not gonna listen.
I'm gonna Schrodinger's cat it. It's both bad and good.
Yeah.
Jordan liked it. No, I thought maybe Suburban Miles would like it. He didn't like it, but
Are we talking about the album or that? What your analogy?
my tweet.
Oh, your tweet.
I thought Suburban Moms likes some of my tweets. I thought he would like that one. Maybe he's not a Wheezy fan. Jordan liked it. You know, Brian didn't get it.
Brian Jenks.
I had to explain to him what Schrodinger's cat is.
So we were there for 3 days. No disrespect to Brian, it's a hard concept.
Who's Wheezy? Phone home.
Weezy F Baby, the motherfucking Carter, bitches on his dick, but his name ain't Harry Potter.
How come you're going to lacrosse so much?
Leo's graduation. When else did I go?
You're just always there now.
Just now that I have the means, try not to miss family events. Nat Pukish.
Nat Pukis.
I think it's Pukish.
Pukish.
We got $30 to win 1,900 on the old Indiana Pacers, the Sans Halliburton. I'm gonna check on those pizzas. Yeah, we're trying to keep the faith. We're trying to keep the faith. Winning at halftime.
Yeah, up a point. 24 more minutes. What the fuck? 30 for 1,900? Yeah. Yeah. Also 20 for 100. Don't forget that.
Yeah, Tom, we as a group have
2,000.
51 to win 2,000, yep.
And we're going to split it if it hits. We'll ask him that when he gets back here. Maze. Amazing. I'm amazing. What is this?
Brought it out a little earlier.
What is the meaning of this? What do we have here? Wow. Pizza's here.
What do you grade this pizza to?
When was the last time you were at the casino?
Next Thursday,
Where?
Vegas.
That is music to my ears right there.
It's
We're-
International Fight Week, or this Thursday.
And so when you leaving?
Just Thursday, Saturday. But I'm going to work. I got asked
sure.
I got asked to help film some live stream.
Sure you are, Nick.
Huh?
Sure you are.
I'm supposed to work Friday.
Where are you staying?
I think the Aria.
Why do you think? What
Because
could
I'm-
change?
Because I'm staying where, I think that's where it said in the email. I gotta look over some stuff. I just found out about this.
Yes. What's your bankroll?
It's gonna be minus 300.
How much?
300.
300?
Yeah.
That's all you take
I mean,
to Vegas.
if I lose that, I probably pull out more, but I'd say 300.
That's nothing. You're bringing $300 cash to gamble with in Vegas. That's your bankroll. Is that what you're telling me?
That's enough to sit down and play blackjack. I'm rarely there for like a long period of time. Like,
How long are you in Vegas?
this time? I don't know, it's like 1 to 2 nights.
Yeah, you can't. That's not enough.
What's yours?
I was at Saquon over Memorial Day. I brought 1,000.
Fuck.
No, I didn't gamble 1,000, but that's the bankroll. That's the gambling money.
Huge. You're right, Mike. The first crunch is okay. The rest of it's
It's all right.
yeah, we just do it differently.
I thought you were gonna say 2K.
I guess the real answer is I don't have a bankroll per se. If I lose that, I pull out more, but I'll start with 300.
Yeah, you need proper bankroll management. This is what we're trying to get you to do. Like, I agree. When I usually sit down at a blackjack table, I'm usually throwing down 300. But like, don't you think you should bring enough cash so you don't have to pull cash out and pay a fee?
There was no foul, right? Yeah. No.
Like, why are you paying ATM fees if you were to lose 300?
I don't know. Maybe there's like a psychological thing where I'm less likely to take it out and just call it if I have to go get it. So like mentally, I'm like,
Now, are you gonna play blackjack on the strip?
yeah, I guess.
What?
Yeah, I guess. You're like, good luck.
I didn't play on the strip at all. Well, actually, I did. Only because I was up, though.
I guess we could go to Fremont Street on Thursday night. That's kind of like the free night because I don't really know how the schedule's going to be with the work thing.
You can even go to Palms
What's up, Ireland?
or that other one over there. You know.
Oh man, I just put grease all over my face. What were you saying?
You could even just go to Palms and play. They
That's
do
on the strip?
They do 3 to 2. Well, it's not on the strip. It's west of it. But
And now for our second course.
oh. Will you grab me a napkin there? I don't need any Parmesan.
What? What'd you say?
I don't need any Parmesan.
I'm gonna put it in your pocket. What's up, chat? One time, Tom, and our buddies, we went to Godfather's in Winona, ate some pizza. For whose birthday was it?
Great pizza, by the way. I think it was my birthday because it was probably Drew's actually because I think it was during the conference tournament.
Ooh, thank you.
Oh wow, what was the meaning of this? Thank you.
This is the second course. It's
This has pepperonis on it too.
a pepperoni from a different region. Stuffed crust.
I thought you said it was cheese.
No. You don't like pepperonis at all?
No, you said the one was the stuffed crust was cheese and you had a pepperoni tombstone.
Stuffed cheese crust. That's what I meant. I don't know how I said it, but that's what I meant.
Suburban Mom says, "Man, I miss Godfathers. Are they even around anymore? Is that franchise still operating? Owned by Herman Cain, R.I.P." Did you know that, Nick? Remember that?
I didn't.
Really?
I do remember him. He owned what? Godfather?
Godfather's Pizza.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Herman Cain. No, they went out of business a while ago.
Woo!
No way. At least not.
Yeah, we went there for Drew's birthday, and we watched, I believe, who's the Badger that hit the buzzer beater? Not Alondo Tucker, the other guy that was good.
The point guard? No.
No, what was it? Alondo Tucker?
Nigel Harris?
No.
Is it way earlier? Alondo Tucker,
This
Cam
is
Taylor?
like 2000. It might have been Alondo Tucker, because Cam Taylor looked like Chris Rock, right?
Yeah.
So it might have been Alondo Tucker hit the game winner. I want to say against Iowa. He had a buzzer beater from half court. You remember that?
Mm-mm.
We were in Godfather's Pizza when he hit it.
That's awesome.
And we bought a bunch of bouncy balls, and we were seeing how many tables we could bounce from table to table.
We went to Godfather's multiple times.
Not that often.
I'd say 3.
I think we just went there that once.
All right.
And then we opened up a Parmesan cheese canister, and we dumped it in Nick's winter coat pocket. His winter coat. And
You know, as a joke.
and unbeknownst to us, cheese smells. Who would have thought?
Live and learn.
Cheese smells.
I knew it smells. I didn't know what it smelled like.
Well, we knew that like cheese smelled, but we would have never thought Parmesan cheese is gonna turn. And it smelled like vomit. And I believe Nick's Gramsci's thought that he puked in his winter coat because it smelled like vomit.
Yeah, she was like, "What are you hungover? Did you throw up? You throw up? You smell like throw up." And it was because I had Parmesan cheese.
And Nick had to come up with the excuse, "No, Gramsci's, I'm not hungover. I smell like vomit because there's Parmesan cheese in my winter coat. Obviously."
Oh, fuck it, I'm hungover.
Now, was that before or after I wrote on AOL Instant Messenger, "Nick, I heard you bought another beer bong. I think you got a problem." And she found it. And then we did that on purpose because we knew that she might read it. And
Wasn't it 8 beer bongs?
yeah, it was an exorbitant number of beer bongs. "We think you got a problem." And then she called him and left the funniest voicemail.
Was that?
Calling him damn emails. "Nick, I see these damn emails talking about you bought another beer bong. Call me back." And then Nick had to explain to her, "No, Gramsci's. You see, my friends knew that you would see these damn emails." "Oh, fuck it, I bought them."
I have a problem.
Oh my god. Yes.
It's so overrated. It's overrated. Stuffgrass.
The Tombstone, I thought was really good.
It was a Red Baron.
Oh, still good. There you go. See, I think Bronson used to do that. I think Bronson could finish at the basket like that.
It's kind of getting away from us here.
It's just crazy to me. Like, I had no idea McConnell was even in the league until, this year's playoffs.
Yeah, he's scrappy. Oh, God.
Foul.
I have no confidence when Obi Toppin starts moving. He gets big shots. It sounds like a rap name. Obi Toppin. Wow. That was sick, though.
Good board. There you go. Look at him. Third quarter McConnell.
Oh, man. Misophonia.
Huh?
Misophonia.
What?
You're just
That's too loud?
It's probably because I have headphones hot, but.
McConnell in the third quarter.
Tom's always thought he was going to make it and be a star in the Game 7 NBA Finals. Oh, God. Just pull up, TJ.
Foul.
How
my
is that
God.
not a foul? I didn't have sound, so like I feel like you're way more locked in, and he was just riding his back. Yeah, TJ. Game 7 TJ. Yeah, you're still in the house. We should do spelling bee.
Nah. I have I didn't bring it because it's at work, but such a huge stack of the gambling calendar. There's some good ones in there too. Are you flying or driving to Vegas?
Flying out of LAX.
Are you gonna miss your flight?
No.
When was the last time you missed a flight?
Only been like one time ever, and I don't know. It was some. I think it was to be at some workplace, and I just had to come up later that day. It was pretty chill. One time, I ran to. I would have had to wait at the airport like 3 hours because of like how I landed, and then I got on a different flight back. Oh, was that a direct flight to La Crosse? Which I had like never done.
What? From where?
Or not direct flight to La Crosse, but to La Crosse. There were no shuttles at this time, but I would have had to wait at the airport 3 hours. But then I ran to the skate where the same airline was going to La Crosse, and I was able to get on the earlier flight to La Crosse. So I did the opposite of miss a flight.
What do you mean?
I moved up my flight like 3 hours. I got on the earlier flight to La Crosse on the same airline.
How is that relevant to missing a flight?
It's the opposite.
We're not talking about have you ever moved up your flight.
I'm just saying, I did that once. I'm evolving the conversation.
They had a chance to cut it to one possession. They threw it away.
There are just times it seems like they do not miss.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just follow him. Just tackle him.
Oh no.
As long as Breen doesn't say balloons back up, we're okay. That's when you start panicking a little bit. The lead, balloons back up. Cause fucking Hartenstein was fucking a wall.
Yeah. Wow. Foul and Caruso. Technical, flagrant. Throw him out. 4 shots in the ball. How sick is this, Tom?
It's so girly. It's so girly. Got it. Oh my god. In and out.
Foul.
Call a foul, ref. Starting to look like the Harlem Globetrotters versus the local police.
I don't think it's that bad. I think you could have just said the Generals. The Washington Generals.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I do not know if the local police would score on the Thunder.
No, the Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh, yeah. Same.
Are they in uniform?
Yeah, that is what I'm picturing, and that seems like a tremendous amount of
Those
weight.
shoes are going to leave marks, I think, on the court.
They get 1 tase per half.
Oh, wait. Then they could score.
Just 1 tase?
Tase per person?
No.
I mean, maybe the act of tasing would cause a ripple effect that could lead as a distraction.
Hearing footsteps. Quote the great
That-
Doris Burke.
That could lead to an alley.
Have you seen that Oakland A's baseball announcer woman. She's just really bad, and I found this one account.
Oh no, you sent that, and I said I thought this was Nikki Glazer.
Oh yeah. That one was just making fun of her voice. I found this guy who does mouths, or he mouths. He does a lot of sports calls, but his best ones are when he does that chick and her partner. It's so funny.
Yeah, that sounded like Glazer.
It did.
You know,
do you remember what she said in that one?
It was just a home run call.
Yeah, and it was bad.
I don't know. Yeah, it was cliche. I think she goes, "Got a hold of that one," or something like that.
She said something real cringe that isn't cliche. She's like trying to be cool.
I think she said he got all of that one. Or
I think she might say that, but she says something else. I don't know.
She says something like, "The barn door is closed."
Yeah.
No, when I saw Nikki Glazer in Vegas, Tommy Brennan opened for her. Do you know who that is? He was just on Fallon this week. I think you'd like him. He's funny.
I feel like I might have seen him, but I can't picture him. Thinking like
he talks about being raised by his sisters. And he's like, I'm not a physical fight guy. I'm a mental psychological, you know. My sisters trained me.
And what's he doing? You brought him up.
I just thought of him because he opened for Nikki, and then he was on Jimmy Fallon, I think, like 2 days ago.
And Nikki's the announcer for the Oakland A's.
Yeah. Correct. And the voice of Dave Matthews Band Radio on Sirius XM. Which I find incredible.
I do. I think that's crazy.
If I ever get to talk to her, that's my question. Why are you the voice of Dave Matthews Band Radio? Are you a big Dave fan? Because I bet you are. A St. Louis girl.
Is that really her, Nikki Glazer?
She's the voice of Dave Matthews Band Radio.
That's for real?
On Sirius XM.
That's hilarious.
What about Marin ending? Can we talk about that?
It's the end of an era. It's the end of a Marin. End of an era.
That's crazy to me.
I think so too. Like, but also
he's gonna come back, right? Eventually.
Maybe they'll stop trying to sell ads for himself, and they'll just like wait for someone to give him a big
get
bag.
Netflix and just do it on Netflix.
Something like that. Just
like Letterman. It's gotta be. It's just. He's also honed that interview skill, which is so hard, right? He's got that intangible asset of how to interview people that people want to go listen to him ask their favorite celebrity questions. What do you do with that? You know, like he wants to just do stand-up. He does stand-up. What's different? You know? The people come to your garage. That's even better. You know?
I agree with it all.
I don't think he's a good actor either.
What have I seen him in?
He's in a new show. He's in that show that new show I haven't seen with Owen Wilson where he's a golfer.
Who's a golfer?
Owen Wilson's a golfer. It's a brand new show. I haven't seen it. He's just in it, I know. I mean, he was in Joker, first Joker. He had a show called Marin. He was in that women's wrestling show on Netflix.
Glow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He was in Almost Famous.
Was he?
Yeah, that's where Lock the Gates came from.
Oh.
That's what he yells. Lock the gates, and then they slam through the gates in the tour bus.
That's him, and that's why he used it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That's from Almost Famous.
One of my lines in a movie. Or
Yeah.
One line.
Yes. Remember the glory days of McDonald's dollar menu? Abso-fucking-lutely. I yearn for those days. Me and Nick used to go through the McDonald's drive-thru. And this was my idea. But I would order one McChicken, and I'd pull up to pay, and they'd go, that'll be $1.06. And I would go, all I have is $1. You said it's the dollar menu. I don't have 6 cents. And sometimes it would work, because they were like, you're a fucking idiot, punk, high schooler. I'm at work. Just give me the dollar and get out of my face.
Just give me the goddamn dollar.
And sometimes they would go, you are not getting that McChicken unless you give me 6 cents.
I don't have it.
I don't have it. You said it's the dollar menu. I don't understand.
Still listening.
So, I don't think that would work anymore. You gonna see Smurfs, Nick? Paramount movie?
Oh, is that this week?
I don't know.
Smurf, yeah, I am.
Let's see if let's go back and forth and name dollar menu items. and
Oh, I
see
thought you were
who's-
gonna say Smurfs.
That would be quick, I think. I don't know Smurfs.
Grandpa Smurf.
Is that even one of them?
I think so. And
It's
then
Papa Smurf.
Papa Smurf. I'm out.
I don't. Smurfette.
That hot one, yeah.
That's it. There's one female. It's Smurfette.
What were you gonna say? Oh, dollar menu item?
Yeah.
I don't know that many.
Let's
either.
go back and forth. Let's
All
do
right.
it. You get. You start.
McDouble.
McChicken. What else was that? There was
Was
like
a
9 items on there.
Was a small fry in there? Was a medium fry in there?
There was a fry, but I don't know the size, and I can't accept that as an answer if you don't know.
Medium fry.
We'll have to check that afterwards. I believe you could get 2 apple pies for $1. 2 apple pies. Back to Nick.
Spicy McChicken.
No, that was not on the original. Spicy McChicken came years later, probably a decade later.
I gotta go with McChicken then.
You already said that.
You already said that.
Oh,
Duh,
yeah.
that's what I
already
gotta
said
go
that.
with though.
I believe a parfait was $1. I believe you could get a parfait for $1.
This
And
fruit would know
junior
that.
chicken was the dollar menu. No, it wasn't. It was the McChicken, 100%. All right.
There was no junior.
You don't know what the
chicken.
fuck you're talking about, Diamond Hands.
Are you talking about? Are we talking about Wendy's here? Are you talking about Wendy's right now?
Yeah. What are you talking about? McChicken was on the dollar menu. I believe I'm gonna say medium Coke, medium soft drink was $1.
Medium Sprite.
No, medium beverage. I won the game, and there's no such thing as a junior McChicken. I don't know what fucking state you grew up in, but
Who
the rest of the nation just said McChicken.
I think that was a tie.
No, absolutely not. Not
You
even
said
close.
McChicken, I
You
said
weren't even
McChicken.
sure about the fry.
And Tom is a dollar menunaire. You won. Who wants to be a menunaire?
It was a different patty. It has pepper on it. You're fucking high, dude.
Where are you from? If you say Canada.
Yeah, or
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ. Nick knew it.
Oh, our McChicken was made of elk. You didn't have elk McChickens?
Yeah. I bet there was a coffee crisp on it too. The modern dollar menu had smaller versions of all the burgers at some restaurants. This game's over.
When you say modern, what are we talking?
Yeah, are you saying present day?
Dream dies pretty old, almost as old as you could get.
This is just so disappointing.
God damn it. Damn it.
When did he touch it again?
Right after. I thought it was pretty clear.
This is horse shit. What a horse shit game. And your internet's out again, Nick. What the fuck?
Man, that's why we had someone come and look at it. I don't know, they gave us a new router.
I mean, obviously it's not out, but it's like, why isn't it working on my laptop? You don't have that issue with any random devices ever?
I don't know, my phone on Instagram, things always freeze, and then if I get off, then it works.
Now, did you buy a router, or you got
We got their
Spectrum?
bullshit one. I know it's like crap or whatever.
The routers aren't bad. You just pay the monthly fee, which is not frugal.
Yeah, I guess I should. Then it's like the longer
You
I
got to
go.
pick a good router, though. That's what I'm.
You're looking into routers right now.
I'm in the market for a new router.
A wireless, or no, a regular route. What are you looking?
Yeah, routers, for Wi-Fi.
Yeah. But wait, so are you gonna get like a regular, some type of hardware at where the internet is as well, and then a wireless router? Because I have two pieces of equipment.
Spectrum gives you the modem.
I have two pieces of equipment from them.
That's
they
the
give you
modem.
the modem.
The modem is no charge.
Yeah, okay.
The router is the monthly fee.
Gotcha. So what are you finding? Are you still really early in the process?
No, it's I want to just pull the trigger, but they keep making Wi-Fi better. It's Wi-Fi 7 now. Remember 6 was like the big thing. Wi-Fi 6 is like the new Wi-Fi. It's better.
I haven't kept
Now they're up to 7.
This is different than 5G.
So you kind of want to, you want to future-proof it, right?
Right.
So you were like, well, I might as well just get the latest because they're already at 7.
They just jumped to 11.
What happened to 8?
They said, fuck Tom.
8, 9, 10.
No, 7, 8, 9.
So, can't believe Diamond is like arguing with us about a Canadian menu. Like, you guys have elk on your fucking shit.
Do you know you followed Jersey Jerry?
I mean, I think I follow him on Twitter. I don't.
Do you know who Alex Bennett is?
No. Who's that?
She's a girl. She used to work at Barstool. She was married to, I think,
Jersey Jerry.
No, the owner of the owner of the, or possibly the son of the owner of the Thunder. But she divorced him. I don't know why they divorced, and now she married some guy, or not even married to some guy that knocked her up, who I do think has some family money, but he doesn't own the fucking Thunder. She got knocked up, and he doesn't want to get married. But her mom used to bring, the girl who got divorced mom used to bring in cookies. Content Kim, they called her, and she'd bring in cookies to the office. And Alex Bennett left probably a year ago, maybe more. And Jersey Jerry tweeted out the other day, breaking news, all of Content Kim's cookies were store-bought. And to me, the funny part is that it's so long after, and obviously not that big of a thing. How would he find out? It was really funny to me. And then he tweeted...
So they were store-bought?
According to Jersey Jerry, I don't know.
But she acted like they weren't store-bought when she brought them in?
Yeah. And then 23 minutes ago, Jersey Jerry said, I hate basketball. Happy for Alex Bennett's ex-husband, though. Good guy, sober guy like me, too. And that's a little Barstool history for you.
What does a person...
Are we at war?
Are we
at war?
What type of person goes to the store and buys baked goods and then passes them off as their own? What kind of person is that?
16 points, gross. Not anyone I want to be associated with.
I mean, they're just a liar. Why are they lying about that?
Yeah. And then they got into this beef with these other girls at Barstool. And then because of that, got in a pod called Mean Girls. But then from then starting to... Oh, and the other girl she did it with was from Minneapolis, Jordan Woodruff. And... But then when they branded their pod Mean Girls, they refused to engage in any of the drama and just chose to ignore it. And I think that was very bad for them. And then they just their contract was up and they left to go do their own thing, and they've just been floundering.
Wait, was that the terrible one?
Yeah.
Wasn't one of them from Minnesota?
Yep. That's what Yep. I just said that.
I remember
that.
Lauren Peterson telling me that.
Yep.
Diamond Hands. Canadian McDonald's menu is better to this day. We still have Monopoly every year. Okay, that is fucking awesome. I take back everything I said. The fact that Canadians are still doing Monopoly McDonald's. When was the last time they did it here? They did Monopoly at my grocery store.
How is that not a foul?
And I loved it. They don't do it anymore.
They did Monopoly at your grocery store?
At Pavilions, every year they would do Monopoly. I loved it. I would literally, and we would all pool our tickets at work, and I would go through them. My hands would be blue afterwards because you have to rip it open. Hundreds I'd go through, scan every one. It was awesome. I loved it.
Oh, guys got caught cheating at USA McDonald's Monopoly. How'd they cheat? Did they print their own?
Oh, you haven't seen that documentary?
Mm-mm. The McDoc?
McMillions? You haven't seen McMillions?
Mm-mm.
You know, you gotta watch it.
All right.
I never liked to be that guy, but it's like
That's
McMillions is. I mean, we grew up with McDonald's Monopoly.
How'd they do it, Tom?
You want me to ruin it? You're
I'll
not
still
gonna
watch
watch it. But it's such a good to figure out what they did.
Okay.
It was rigged.
Yeah.
The guys in
Don't
charge
tell me.
in charge of the game had those fucking pieces that we could never get, and they would dole them out.
I do remember that. I didn't watch the documentary, but I remember hearing that. Oh, that's so sick. Think of all that daydreaming you had of just what if there's only two of them.
One time I was convinced that we threw away a piece to win the jet ski. Convinced. And it was at Drew's house. And I was like, I remember calling Drew and being like, you got to dig through the trash. I think we threw out the jet ski piece. And he was like, it's gone. That's not happening.
This guy have 4 jet skis.
I just was convinced, like it was just in my head, misremembering that like we had that. Like I got home and I was like, wait, we threw this one away. Why didn't we grab it? We thought we had it,
I probably threw out the million.
You didn't, Nick. That's what this fucking McMillions doc is about.
No, they didn't. They let one go, and I had it.
This guy was sitting on him and he dole him out.
How did no one find that out faster?
Because the guy he knew what he was doing.
What was he doing?
He knew what he was doing. He would kind of like,
Some would get out?
he would find some podunk person and he would be like, you're going to give me a percentage of this, but I'm going to give you the $1 million fucking sticker.
Oh, because he knew he'd be vetted to have any contact. How'd he find him?
The guy worked for McDonald's.
I love Who Wants to Be a
He's in charge of the game. He had the pieces
But
on
no,
him.
how
They
he-
weren't on fucking cups.
How'd he find the podunk person?
I mean, that was, that was a lot of, who can I trust?
Mhm.
Let me go around. Let me talk to some people. Let me see what's going on here.
How did he force the people to give him a percentage once they won? I'd just be like, I'll
This
rat you out.
guy had connections.
Not a guy you wanted problem with.
Not a guy you want to double cross. So, great, a lot of great characters in that. I think it's about maybe 4 episodes of a docu-series, McMillions.
Do you know what service?
HBO.
Here we go. Here's when Halliburton comes back. Or Caitlin Clark. Where is she?
Oh man, what if she's? You think she's like? What if she's playing a game right now? And they were like, they pulled her out of the game, and they're like, "You gotta go to the men's."
Like how Deion Sanders played
Yeah,
in both in
double
24
was
hours.
double play.
I played the WNBA and the NBA.
She was like,
and the NBA game was Game 7
like,
of the NBA
what
Finals.
if she's on a flight right now?
And I came back from 21 down in the fourth quarter.
Just fucking half court every time she dribbles. Choo, 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 choo. Crushing it.
And she's done it.
Yeah,
Scored
she could.
23 points at 7:41. I just watched. It came up on my algorithm on YouTube, and I watched it. Klay Thompson's 35-point third quarter. It was crazy too. He had like 6 points until 7 minutes left or something. Like, he just it was crazy.
I love those Warriors teams.
Yeah.
People hate on them. I'm like, that was so much fun. They were just fucking chucking the ball up from everywhere.
And you want to talk about poetry. I mean, their offense sometimes just like...
Well, the fact that they somehow became, activated God mode in the third quarter. Like, every game, it was just like, oh, it's tight. And then they would just go off in the third quarter and cruise control the fourth quarter.
Yeah, betting them when they were down like 10 was the move.
Somehow, I was like, I don't know how they come out of halftime and they just can't miss. Incredible. You could fucking set your watch to it.
My buddy Ryan Coleman was. I mean, I should have known Steph Curry because didn't they beat Wisconsin in a tournament? Steph Curry, Davidson. No.
Did what? Yeah, he went to Davidson.
But did they knock out Wisconsin?
Yes.
Yeah. So I should have like known because he did that then, but like I just didn't think that was going to translate to the NBA.
No.
And then like
Remember his line?
what did he say?
He said in like a press conference or something, he was like, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson is the best backcourt in NBA history. It was before, obviously, they won anything. And
Yeah.
people were like, did you hear what Mark Jackson said? Fire his ass. You know, and then Kirk came in and they won, you know, they won 4. They went to like 4 straight.
They won 4 titles. Wow.
They won 3 in 4 years, and then they won that last one.
How many did Durant win?
He's only won 2 with them.
You know he got traded, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what he thinks about that. Does he want to go to Houston? You know?
I want to tell you this thing, but I can't say it on air.
About Durant?
No.
About Kevin Durant?
No, about Ash's job.
She's working for Kevin Durant.
Easy money sniper.
She's going to Houston.
Semi-basketball related. It's basketball related. Semi. 19, let's go. Oh my god. That's a travel.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Dinner is served.
2 free throws. Just the way he drew it up.
Indiana.
Do you ever see posts from wow, Tracy McGrady-esque? He did do it on purpose. Do you see Reddit r/Bill Simmons
Mm-hmm.
on Twitter?
Yeah.
He tweeted like, or he said before the game in a podcast, like, I just feel like Matherin's due for a game where he has like 27 points in 18 minutes or whatever, however many minutes he played, but he hit the numbers both. He just said it randomly before a podcast. And then I saw how he was going.
That's usually not what his Reddit's about.
Not at all. Not at all.
We've talked about that.
Yeah, I learned a lot about the whole. I didn't know Pablo Torre was such a big player within the stuff, but I got into.
I watched when he went on.
Me too. I got into their beef, caught up.
Well, Pablo.
I hate them both.
No, Pablo just is like Bill. Like, I like Bill Simmons, right? But you're such a goddamn homer, just like Portnoy. Like, it's like you think Boston's just the greatest fucking thing, and how dare anybody ever fucking, else win or talk shit about you guys. And it's like, for Bill Simmons to not understand how crazy the Belichick story was,
He'd be the number one person covered if it
is
was in the
so
league.
dumb.
Those shoes are crazy. Does everybody have them? No, they both have them. Whose shoes are those?
Those are Anthony Edwards, Adidas.
Really?
Yeah.
Impressive.
I love shoes. I love shoes. But yeah, I just him being like, who cares? Who cares? Just like, Bill, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah. But then Pablo Torre, he's just like trying to twist the knife and stuff. Like, I don't know. He dominated.
Well, what
him.
about? I can't remember if I said in the group chat or not. I was just watching every Tony Reale interview leading up to the final and post-final episode of Around the Horn.
I saw a couple.
That's just great. Listen to him talk about the show. And,
Yeah.
And all these guys, a lot of them are, you know, ex-ESPN guys, just being like, because they've all been there too, you know, just being like, it was great. Reale's great. He can do whatever. What's ESPN going to do with him? You know?
What?
You know what he'd be good at? You know what Reale would be perfect for?
Like hosting a game show where he controlled.
Red Zone.
That's true. That's true.
And you saw, was it Scott Hansen who just re-upped his contract?
Yeah, I had heard he wasn't gonna be him, but then he said, "And I will be there." I don't
Yeah,
know.
so they just re-upped it, but there was like talk that like it might not be him, and of course, you go, no one can do that. It's Scott, but I'm like, well, Reale could fucking do that.
I feel like there's almost gotten to the point of too much Scott Hansen within the red zone. Like, they won't just go to the game's announcers. He's always like really setting it up and stuff. I'm like, just let me see some game. I don't know.
That's sad to hear.
Yeah, I wasn't loving red zone
It's
last
sad
year.
to hear. Red Zone's amazing. Scott Hansen's amazing.
I like him.
I remember watching years and years ago on Red Zone, and they were just like trying out new stuff, and they just stayed on a game.
Who were?
Red Zone. It just stayed on like a Patriots game or something. And it was like, oh, we're trying this out because we've got a lot of feedback. Like, you guys want us to stay on the games longer. And I was like fucking pissed because I was just like, I don't give a fuck about this game.
How long did they stay on it?
It didn't last. I mean, it was, you know, they stayed on it for like minutes. And they were just like, yeah, let's just show 5 minutes of this game and not cut away to anything else. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
It wasn't exciting.
I just feel like I could do a better job technical
Than
directing.
Scott Hansen?
No. Then like, I don't know. They just move too much. I do think they could let it breathe a little bit.
Well, NFL Network's here.
Okay, I'm gonna go. have
They're
a
down
talk
by
with them.
down by SoFi.
Culver
Is
City?
their
Or no,
headquarters.
no.
I think they're right
Culver.
by SoFi.
SoFi.
SoFi
Yeah,
Stadium.
that's what I was saying.
That's where NFL. I think it's NFL headquarters is right there.
Really?
Yeah. I see him post jobs. One of them was technical director for Red Zone. But it said you cannot give any notes to Scott Hansen.
Oof. We would butt heads.
No notes for Scott Hansen.
First of all, Scott, we need to put pants on. You need to put pants on. I know no one sees it, but
You need to put pants on.
I know no one sees it, but we on it. This is a work environment.
No nuts.
I don't think that'd be the technical director's job. Tell him to put on pants. Listen, I've been doing this without pants for 20 years. How old's Renzo?
It's old. 20 years?
It's
Well,
actually.
what about, did you watch that Favre doc on the Untold
Fuck no.
on Netflix?
What-
It's great. You got to watch it.
What
'Cause
was
the
it called?
first hour-
Brett Favre
the
should burn in hell.
No, the first hour is fucking how much this guy rules.
I should turn it off after that.
If you don't want, but it's like I had the same when I watched. There was another one
I think this was the one I'm talking about. The name was was it The Rise and Fall of Brett Favre? Or?
I think so. It's on Netflix. But there was one that was on like A&E or something a year or two ago that I watched.
The Fall of Favre.
And this one's good, but you know, I go back to the same argument I had after watching the other one, which is like with the Mississippi welfare funds.
Oh, it's a crime to give
No.
your daughter a better life.
But it's like you can't watch these documentaries and see who Brett Favre is as a person and then be like, "Oh yeah, this guy's smart as fuck. He's behind the scenes pulling strings for the." You know what I mean?
He
just,
was like Hawk Tua.
Yes, exactly. He doesn't fucking know what these people around him are doing. Does that make him innocent? No, but it's not like he's the fucking like, yeah, take it out of the welfare fund. You know what I mean? He doesn't know what's
Baby
going
wants
on.
a new volleyball court. She's gonna get a new volleyball court.
I love him. He's a dumbass. Okay, you can't excuse Jen Sturger's in this one a ton.
She follows me.
Well, she's not anymore. Not after what you're talking about Favre. She fucking hates him. They've never met. That's the biggest thing. She's like, I've never met him, and he ruined my life. You know? She's like, you'd think that it's like we had a relationship or there was like, you know, times that we were together alone. No. None of that ever happened.
They didn't meet once?
Never.
How did he get her number?
From someone else on the Jets organization.
And he just saw her once?
He saw her because she was like the social media like director or something. So she would do like all these bits. And he was like, damn, that looks like my wife. And yeah. It's hard to not feel a little bad for her because she's like, I'm defined by Brett Musburger, you know, drooling over me at a Florida State game, and Brett Favre sending me dick pics, you know? So it's like she became famous because of Brett Musburger. Remember that?
I didn't know that was her. I remember this thing you're talking about. Well, what did he say?
So she's at a Florida State game in September with a bathing suit top on, right? And a cowboy hat.
She's in college?
She's in college at Florida State. So, and she's like front row, you know, in the end zone or whatever. And it's like they keep showing the crowd, right, when they go to commercial or whatever. And so you see her there, cowboy hat, bathing suit top, and Brett Musburger goes, 1,500 red-blooded Americans just applied to Florida State.
That's fine.
She became famous overnight because of that line. She said, it was right when Facebook came. She goes, she was the first person on Facebook to max out friends. And it was just like, she was like a band geek. She wasn't like, you know, like model or like anything. She's obviously hot, like, right? But she wasn't like, she was in the band.
It sounds like something to hear in the fall of Favre. I was just a little band geek.
No, she is kind of geeky. You could tell just by the way she like interviews, you know. But she, you know, don't be naive either. But so she becomes famous because of that, which really gets her a job, you know, as she's like moving up with like these different teams and stuff. And then the Favre thing happens, and so it was Deadspin. Who was the owner of Deadspin? Who was that guy? AJ something? Remember it all?
Vaguely.
I don't really know. Anyways, she was like kind of like she was writing articles for Deadspin, and AJ was saying about some story, you know, about like dick pics or sexual harassment or something, and she was like, "That's nothing compared to the stories I've got." And then he paid somebody to hack her emails and found the pictures that Favre sent to her, and then wrote the article on Deadspin and published it. And
How
they were,
did he not go to jail for?
I think Deadspin was shady as fuck. They're not even around anymore.
Yeah.
But
crazy.
that's how she didn't even go to the fucking media. She was gonna die with that.
I didn't know that.
It's a good
Great
doc.
defense of Jen Sturger.
It's a good doc. I'm telling you.
Produced by Jen Sturger.
And a lot of it's like Favre was fucking ripping fucking touchdowns and fucking celebrating. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
He's fucking gunslinger.
Is it a lot of?
Ron Wolf's in the documentary.
Do they use the stuff from Far Forever?
I mean, there's more, but it's there's some stuff in there. Obviously,
Sorry, it's all chinged up.
what's his dad's name? Rod? Irv. Obviously,
Big Irv.
Irv's in it. Well, they talk about how it's like after Irv died, that's when Favre fucking wasn't worried about shit anymore. So that's why he was stealing money and sending dick pics.
Okay, see. It's not
Favre was my favorite growing up. Yeah,
good man.
of course. Favre was our guy. Favre was our guy. I wish I would have never worn my Favre jersey to middle school practice,
Are we not live?
football practice,
No, we're
because I fucking tore it up, threw it away. I'd still have my Favre jersey.
You tore it up?
I wore it for
Oh,
practice.
oh, yeah,
for,
oh, yeah.
For middle school. I thought it'd be funny if I wore my Favre jersey.
It was. I did.
I know, but now I don't have it, and I take good care of my things. Because every T-shirt I wore would fucking, you'd rip it up after one practice, right?
Yeah.
Because I was fucking hitting people. Okay.
You wear that
I was
tie dye.
com- I
Did you
was
wear
co-
that tie dye shirt?
I was coming off the edge. I probably wore a tie-dye shirt too. I feel like Basil wore a tie-dye shirt though.
One time Basil told me to play when he was center and I was nose tackle and I fucked up Doug. It was like a sweep and
Oh my god!
as the nose tackle, I'm all the way on the outside. Just blew up
to
Doug.
this day, I can still see Doug break to the outside, right? And he would do that shit where he like kind of high stepped, and he'd let the defender get close to him, and as soon as the defender got close, he'd just turn the burners on. You know, it's like they took the angle thinking he wasn't fast, and then he would kick it into another gear. And I was like, that's fucking smart as shit.
That is smart. Who did that?
Doug.
Doug.
I can see him running down the sideline. Fucking just kind of high stepping and then boom!
Yeah.
Right when the guy's about to tackle him. Take off faster.
Yeah, I can see that too. What's the score? 12 still?
Think so.
Everybody's got those.
The ant?
Yeah.
Ant ones?
Should have got those.
Yeah, you should have. They're Adidas. You love Adidas.
I feel silly running up at the park. Brand new fucking.
You feel silly?
Yeah, you know, it's like
Because they're not. Because people are like, look at this.
they're brand new.
This guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't know what he's doing. He could see that guy behind him.
Shoot it, Dort.
Shoot it, Dort.
He's like, he hasn't missed, but fuck you. You were talking about how bad Richard Jefferson is,
Yeah.
and like they're all bad. Everyone's bad except Mike Breen.
Yep.
But
Doris isn't bad, but
there's-
I don't know if she's a good fit.
yeah, me neither.
I think Richard Jefferson is bad no matter what game I'm watching.
I agree, and I was gonna say the problem is like ESPN does not seem to get rid of people. Like
They get rid of the wrong people. Right?
Yeah.
They get rid of Around the Horn, which is like still has great ratings and stuff, and they're just like, yeah, let's end Around the Horn. It's like, what? I don't even watch Around the Horn, but I'm like, it doesn't seem smart.
Wow, that was good defense. Wow. Shit.
Oh, then Chet. Oh my God. Chet.
Just get a 3 right away, and then it's we won
And then we won?
that like little exchange.
Yeah.
3 immediately.
Right in Chet's face. You bitch.
Keep doing that. 3 for 2. How's that gonna work out
Fuck
for you?
you, Chet.
If we do that 10 times.
Yeah, slow it down, OKC. You're about to win a fucking championship. You're playing like it's fast and loose.
Naismith did.
Ugh. The inventor of basketball. What a sad way to go. Oh! Fined.
You'd think you know what a foul was.
You follow NBA Centel, right, on Twitter?
Yeah. I don't see a ton of tweets, but I love it.
You know, they've been the
WNBA.
WNBA ones are so funny.
Yeah. I just saw.
It's like she's been charged 35 cents for fined 35 cents for her outburst. Or something.
135. I saw Kelsey Plum was paying people for All-Star votes or something. I can't even remember. Damn. They're good though.
Yeah, they're the new Barry, really, because people fucking fall for them all the time. Joanna Man. Who's Joanna Man?
That was a movie.
I know, but George Jr. says Joanna Man.
Where the fuck are?
What? What foul? You never seen the movie? Yeah, we've seen the movie. We just didn't know why you said Joanna Man.
The WNBA.
I didn't know if you were referring to a WNBA player as Joanna Man.
The WNBA commissioner stated a growing number of agents are advising players to focus on building Instagram presence to secure roster spots.
Is that Centel?
Yeah. You just got sent out.
You just got Centel, George Jr. Is now a good time to say I hedged?
Hmm?
Is now a good time to say I hedged? Nick. I hedged.
When? How?
Yesterday.
On your 20 to 100?
I hedged OKC to the under.
OKC to the under?
Yeah.
Just their points? What?
I think it was -6 to under 215. Is now a good time to say that?
Indiana might still win.
If Indiana wins, I win $100.
Nice. Minus what you... Minus what you hedged.
Yeah, 90. I'll win $90.
Los Angeles Sparks practice was delayed due to Kelsey Plum and Cameron Brink arriving in the same outfit and refusing to acknowledge each other.
Oh my God. Brittany Griner may or may not be a man. George Jr., whatever, Kevin tapped.
I wasn't inspired.
We've now had...
Yeah, Kevin Tapp.
We've now had like 6 or 7 unique NBA champions over the last 7 years. None of those teams have repeated. Pulling up all the champions.
I am.
Let's see.
Sure,
I think
I'm down.
2020 was Lakers. 2019 was Golden State, I believe. No.
Yeah, 2019 you said?
No, it was the Raptors.
2019 was Golden State. 2021 is Phoenix.
No.
Oh, wait. What's happening? Oh,
Highlighted is...
the winner, huh?
So it's been since 2019. Raptors, Lakers, Bucks, Golden State, Nuggets, Celtics, OKC. Is that good or bad for the
7.
NBA? Nick, is that good or bad? You're commissioner. You're Commissioner Adam Silver, Nick. Are you happy that you've had
I think they're
6
I think they are unhappy.
or 7 unique winners?
I feel like if marketed right, it shouldn't matter. Like, you know.
Shouldn't matter?
Yeah.
What shouldn't matter?
I think the commissioner doesn't like it, but I think if you like play it right and like market it right, it could be good. But I think it's looked upon by NBA owner. I don't think it's their favorite.
A lot of parity.
Yeah. All right. 12-0 run. Foul. Foul. God damn it, foul.
Oh, man. TJ's crying again, just like Elite 8. OKC Thunder, dude. What do you think about that? Wait. Go back.
Oh no.
I want to refresh that, see how fast it is for it to get highlighted on the wiki.
For what?
They just won. OKC just won.
Oh.
Like, is it like, someone's sitting on there doing it, right? Oh, no one's done it yet. You should do it. Log in, highlight them.
Don't you have to like get like approved or something?
Refresh again, see if. I've never edited Wikipedias. Oh wow. Yikes.
You want to believe in something.
I thought that's what they say about when celebrities die. If you go to Wikipedia, it's always, their death's always in there right away.
That'd be so sick if we saw it. It's weird that it keeps moving down.
Yeah. What is that about? What's that coding? Nobody's gonna fucking do it.
This is a great way to learn the champions. Just refresh. Golden State, Milwaukee Bucks, Los Angeles Lakers, Toronto Raptors, Golden
State, Cavs, Cleveland, Golden State. Then who? I don't know who's. I don't know who's after them. Who's after them? Spurs? Yes. And then
I knew
and then Heat. Heat. It's got to be Heat, right? Heat, and then Mavericks.
I thought you said Heat again.
Heat again, then Mavericks, then Lakers.
Wow.
Then 09 is Celtics. Oh, Lakers went back to back, so then Celtics was 08. I don't remember them winning back to back. 07 Spurs.
Hold on. All right. He's gotten all these right. Pretty crazy.
I'm kind of guessing. Oh, Spurs. Okay. 06
I think I know this.
Is Mavericks. Fuck. 05. Spurs.
No. Lakers?
Spurs. What was it? Spurs. Let's go. 04 is
Man,
who won in 04, man?
I'm old.
Lakers? Oh, Pistons. Then Lakers. Lakers is 03.
So
Spurs. Spurs beat the Nets.
Then two.
Now it's
Lakers?
Lakers is 02-01 for sure.
There, I got one.
And then who's 2000? Spurs?
Yeah. Or no, Lakers. They three-peated.
No, they didn't. Oh, they did?
Yeah. And then then Spurs in 99 in the lockout season. Now I'll take over from here.
Yeah, now you take over.
Three bowls in a row.
Yep. Bulls. Who won in between there? Let me guess. Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
Rockets.
Twice.
They won twice? Oh my god. I didn't know it was twice. Then Bulls again.
Yeah, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Then it's Detroit twice.
Okay. Yes, Nick.
and then it just goes back. It just goes back and forth between Lakers and Boston, but I don't know the orders of them.
Great. Absolutely great. We crushed that.
you went from 2005. That was incredible. Do you think it's highlighted?
Between the two of us, going back to 1989,
I'm gonna say
we can name every NBA champion since the year we were born.
I'm gonna say Lakers.
Yeah, let's go Boston. Yes.
Oh, I think I just showed it.
I didn't see it.
Lakers.
Lakers? Yes.
Boston.
Boston? Yes.
Boston.
No, Sixers.
Oh!
Sixers. Is that their only
1984.
one?
And
Then Lakers. Over the Sixers. Look at that. Back-to-back years.
so that was only. So that's got to be Boston in '81.
Yeah. When
So 3 and 4, but then
Boston again probably
Yeah.
too, right?
Oh,
No, Lakers. So that
5.
Paul Westhead. Is that the first year with Magic? Or did they win back?
The annals. No pun intended.
Oh, he had Kareem. What about Kareem?
I'm gonna have that last piece.
Go ahead.
Should we say goodbye, Tom? Thanks to Nugs Bunny.
Thanks to what?
Nugs Bunny.
We're signing off?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, well, my internet hasn't worked all day, so I don't even know why I got this open.